Just a few weeks ago on the channel, I introduced to you AI cryptos and why I believe that narrative could very well be one of the biggest trends that we've ever seen within the world of crypto. Now, after that video, many of you were asking me in the comment sections to give you some examples and that you'd like for me to deep dive into some AI cryptos that I find interesting, that I actually think have a use case and meet the criteria we talked about in that video. And in today's video, I have exactly that for you. I have a company that I believe is actually implementing blockchain and crypto into AI, and also AI into blockchain and into crypto in a manner in which we're not really seeing from other companies, and I think that could set them apart from the rest of the crowd. So of course I wanted to let you all know about them. They reached out to me after that last video, and once I did my research, I was thoroughly impressed, and so I figured you would be too. So let's not waste any more time at all. Let's get back to the computer and let's talk about OxAI. So as I mentioned before, today we are talking about OxAI. Now, they say that their goal is to enable access to AI computation for anyone in the world, regardless of their resources or location. OxAI will bridge the gap between AI and blockchain to offer powerful AI-based services without compromising data, privacy, or security. Now, the way in which they're going to go about this is by offering certain levels of holders access to different forms of AI. Of course, if you're something called a cosmic bull and you have the highest level holding, you will then have access to all of the AI and all of the best AI that they do offer. Now, depending on where you go from there, whether it's 32.5 million, 17.5 million, etc., you will then have access to each one of these different levels of AI. Now, the reason why I do personally like this is because it kind of offers a little bit of lucrativity to some of these different forms of AI. Whenever you see the capabilities that they bring, well, then it could put you in a position to want to hold more of the tokens. And of course, as you hold more of the tokens, the better the project itself does. Now, what I want to do is take probably 2 or 3 minutes and go over what each one of these different forms of AI are, so you can actually understand why there is some value in what they provide. Especially if you're a follower of my channel, you will be able to really see why there can be a benefit here. So over on their Telegram, they did release exactly what each one of these is going to be. So let's go through it. So AI Unleashed will give you real-time internet data via API to combine API computation with live data across the internet. So this is basically like a search engine. Trader AI is trained and updated in real time with the best traders in the crypto space to give live trade updates. Threader AI is trained and updated in real time from data from the best threaders in crypto. Permabull was always full of hopium, and if it ever goes bearish, that's kind of a sign that it's, really bearish. If perma bear is the complete opposite, it's always bearish, but if it ever goes bullish, then we are in a position where we need to expect a trend reversal relatively soon. Macro AI is trained on data from the top macroeconomic experts. Narrative Trader kind of trades you and gives you information on what narratives could be the next big trades. Gigabrain Trader gives out only the highest form of trading alpha, as well as Gigabrain takes on the market. Counter Trader is the inverse of Gigabrain, so it's trained to be a counter trade and sentiment signal. On-chain AI Analyst gives you information on-chain about Ethereum. Pretty simple there. Same thing for the on-chain AI Analyst for Bitcoin. DeFi Alpha AI provides alpha and fundamental analysis on the best upcoming DeFi projects to ensure that you are always early and in the loop. And then lastly, NFT Gaming Alpha AI provides alpha on NFT projects and deep research into the gaming and metaverse sectors. So basically what this does is it takes all of the information that they can find within the internet and within their different communities and their traders and their experts, and it provides it all to you. And that's pretty much the whole goal of AI, right? Not necessarily to replace humans, but to supplement humans, to provide us with easier access to information, data, and statistics, because that is what will enhance our capabilities of learning and production. And so being able to hold their token gets you access to all of these things, which I do believe can be important, right? I think being able to have real-time on-chain analysis for something like Ethereum, for something like Bitcoin, is incredibly important. I think this separates them from the crowd, especially from what we have seen recently with AI, because something like ChatGPT only has capabilities up to 2021. There's not much real-time analysis going on there that we're capable of, accessing. But what they do is they provide us with real-time access, as it is consistently analyzing all of this information. And I think that is what really sets them apart. And I do believe there is a lot of potential there. Now, you can actually try out some of this AI already. All you have to do is go to oxai.com, open in Telegram under the Alpha Hunter suite. And then once you do connect your wallet, it will take you to Telegram, in which you can ask 10 free questions, try out some of their different forms of AI, and see if you do like it. I do consider them, one of the better ones that we have seen, especially within the space of AI, simply because of the fact that they already have a product. You all know that we talk about that like crazy. If you don't have a product, I'm not going to believe you when you say you're going to do this and you're going to do that. I don't necessarily care if you make promises. I want to see results, and they are already producing results. And that is seen through their roadmap, right? They've already created their decentralized access to AI. They've enabled artificial intelligence to connect live to real-time data. That's already done. They've created their user-friendly messenger interface. They've created that initial suite of apps. They have a plan to fully decentralize their open source system, which will be, what I believe to be the better thing to do. You don't want to necessarily hold on to all of your coding, because obviously let these AI operators build apps and dApps and things like that with your AI and see what new creative things people can come up with. They do have plans to log interactions on the blockchain onto the IPFS with full data security and privacy to be stored indefinitely to, of course, protect users. They want to create an AI agnostic platform which will allow and kind of facilitate AI to AI communication. They want to create an OxAI service NFT store, private access to public keys, and then finally create a DAO governance, which I do believe will be absolutely important, especially considering the type of project in which they are. Now, the last thing that I did like to see is that they are currently in the process of having their CertIC audit done right now. This will provide a lot of insight about what is going on with their doxing, with their overall coding, with the rather safety of the project as a whole. And so I would be on the lookout for that. You guys know I'm not big on buying a lot of projects until they have more big major audits done. And so they are in the process of doing that. And overall, I do believe that with this, as we do go forward, as we do continue to see OxAI develop or OxAI develop, I'm excited to see all of the different type of suites and apps in which they do produce. And I think that if they're capable of capitalizing on this trend correctly, as they are as of now, I do believe that they will position themselves to be one of the larger AI cryptos out there. And so I did want to bring them to you. As I did mention before earlier, they did sponsor today's video, but they did reach out, but I do believe that they have a lot of potential. I personally will be investing my own money into them after this video does go up. So I wanted to give you a bit of a heads up, and I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, you can always let me know easily and simply by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all next time. Peace.